What's up, everybody? It's Tyler here, and I'm back for another interview. It's great to be having 2 interviews a week now. And I've got another rising star on with me. Her song went to #3 on iTunes, and it's already got over 1.6 million streams on Spotify. Erin, KINSEY, it's great to have you on here. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you on here. It's just really amazing to see all the success you've had so far with just your second single, both out this year. How does it feel to have all the success at such a young age?
It's been really wild. I've been doing music since I was like 12. I've been chasing this dream. So even though I haven't put out music until, this April, I feel like I've been, working for a while. But that being said, I am only 20. It's only my second single, and it was definitely a surprise to everyone, including myself. But it's been a real blessing, and I'm very grateful for everybody who supported the song.
Now, the new song, it's a jam. It's
Thank
been
you.
at the point of this interview, it's only been out for 1 week. And like I said, you've already got over 1.6 million streams.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But before the song came out, you were promoting it and it went viral on TikTok.
Yes.
So it didn't go viral just once. It went viral like 3 or 4 times. So talk a little bit about that and just what it was like to see all the feedback.
It was really crazy. And I mean, the views are really cool to look at. The likes are really cool to look at. But the thing that gets me is the comments and like that many people taking the time to, type something on my video. And I think people just really related to the song. The whole idea behind it is just enjoying being in the car with somebody. And it was based off of my experience with my boyfriend in high school, where we lived with our parents, and the only time we got alone together was in the car when we were going somewhere or driving home from there. And honestly, one of the biggest thing I realized through the song, getting some traction on the app was just how alike everybody is. I mean, a lot of the girls were my age going through the exact same thing. And some of the lyrics mention, a white Toyota, and people were commenting that they had white Toyotas and that they listened to Paramore, which is another lyric in the song. Just to see how, all of us are pretty similar. It was kind of cool to see.
Now, was Paramore in the lyrics based off of your real life? Are you a big Paramore fan?
I'm a big Paramore fan. I listen to music of all genres and just, whatever comes on the radio I'll listen to. But I have a special place in my heart for Paramore. So when we got to put them in the lyrics, I was really excited for that.
Now, I just off of personal experience, I know that they did put a song on Guitar Hero. I'm a big Guitar Hero player.
Yep.
It's not anymore, really, but I know they put Misery Business on it. Do you have a favorite song by the band?
I love that one. And then I love their sweeter songs too, like Still Into You. But almost anything of theirs. I used to, when I was first starting to play, I was playing out at these, I guess, kind of country bars in Texas, in the Texas circuit. And I had their song Ain't It Fun in my set, which is like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's, their sound. And I remember I was in these country bars playing this rock pop song. And I just had to throw it in there. Nobody knew it. It wasn't really what they were there to listen to, but I just loved them. And I thought Haley, was just so cool. I was like, I have to sing a song of hers.
Hey, I'm surprised that the fans didn't know it really that much because,
Texas. Yeah, it's Texas country bars and stuff, so it was a little bit of a different crowd. But I like to think that I probably turned them on to Paramore.
Hey, you never know. They could all be blasting in their cars right now.
I like to think that. Let's go with that.
Speaking of blasting music in cars, I want to talk a little bit about Just Drive and your personal preferences.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like to listen to when you're on a highway and on a back road? Because I know they're probably different.
They definitely are different. Back road music to me is, it honestly, both of these really depend on who I'm in the car with. Because again, I listen to a lot of different music. I can jam out to just about anything. But if I'm like with my sister on a back road, it's, top hits. Hits, 1 through 50, we'll just go through them, whatever is the most viral, hottest thing. Yeah. And we're doing the thing where like you don't really know the words, but you kind of know the melodies. So you just, go through it and you're just jamming anyways, even though you have no idea what you're saying or what's really going on. So that's definitely Backroads or like John Mayer, Emotional Moment, one of those two. And then on the highway, typically I just shuffle my whole playlist. So it really could be anything, but on the highway, it's hard to like, you're not going to change songs or you just kind of get what you get. And that's normally an interesting experience because really anything could come on. It's all the songs I've bought on iTunes since I was 11, right? So a lot of variety, a variety show, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, it could go from George Strait to Paramore.
Oh, let me tell you, including like the Frozen soundtrack. Like, 12-year-old Erin made some interesting choices on the iTunes, buying little section. So it's really, when I say everything, it's everything.
That's awesome. That's funny. Now, do you have a music video coming for Just Drive?
It's actually out. So we released it when Just Drive came out. I had a band rehearsal actually the week before the song dropped. And we have a show next weekend or on, I actually don't know when this is going live, but on August 21st, I'm playing a hometown show. And it's full band with my band, obviously. So we were rehearsing for that. And while we were there, I decided, I was like, well, we're all going to be here. We're all going to be ready. We're going to have played the song a lot. So we did a live video for it. And it was really cool. I mean, I've had the same guys in my band since I started music, since I was 11 or 12. So they're all like brothers, and we've never been able to do something like that. It's just never made sense, or it didn't line up. So being able to have a video with all these guys that, just mean the world to me. It was really, really fun. And then let alone to do it for a song I was so excited for. It's a really cool video. It's out on YouTube, and you should go check it out.
Yes. Everybody watching, go check it out.
Yeah.
I'll probably dive a little deeper into your musical background. Talk a little bit about your influences, since it seems like like you said, you listen to everything. So I'd love to hear about all the variety of influences.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up, either my parents were playing country stations or Christian stations. So everything in there definitely has played a part. My dad listens to a lot of Eric Church. So he was really excited when I put out this song that had the rock elements to it. But I mean, he was a big influence. And then obviously being from an East Texas town, Miranda Lambert was a huge influence. And I listened to all of her stuff growing up, learned all of her songs. And also Taylor Swift was huge when I was, when I was first starting out. And she was somebody I really looked up to. I looked up to her lyrics and her melodies, and also just her as a young girl going for a dream. So basically anything that was on the radio, I definitely stole from, just influence wise. And then also Miranda Lambert and Taylor Swift specifically.
Okay. Great answers. Now on a more personal note, those three singers that you just mentioned, would you say that there's any more besides them that influenced your sound?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even this last song, I mean, we already talked about Paramore a good bit, but they totally influenced a lot of the big guitar parts, just because I actually, in the right for Just Drive, I had listened to Paramore the whole way there. And it was like a 30-minute drive from my house to where we were writing. And I just thought, I was like, I bet you could turn this kind of rock thing into a country song. And luckily we did. Luckily people, got on board with it. It was definitely a new type of thing, but people seemed to really like it. And I really liked it too. But I mean, also I listened to a ton of John Mayer. In my guitar playing, I try to make that known. I try to, channel my John Mayer and let that come out. But yeah, I mean, really, truly anything that I've listened to, I try to just, when you're a musician, I think you listen to music differently. And I think anything I've listened to, I've learned from.
Well, that's a great response. Now, before we finish off the interview, I got a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Do you have any new music planned for the rest of the year?
I am currently trying to figure that out, but I definitely want to release new music as soon as possible. So I'm writing a lot. I'm going through songs I've already written, going in the studio, trying to figure out what the game plan needs to be. But definitely releasing music sooner rather than later.
Perfect. Everybody out there watching this, stay tuned for any announcements from Erin, whether it's
Yes.
new music, performances coming near you. Just get ready. Now, before we go, well, we got one more fun question. What are some of your favorite moments from living in Nashville so far?
I think one of my favorite moments has to be this song I got to be a part of. I was a co-writer on a song called Pink that I wrote with Victoria Shaw and Jody Marr. And we wrote it, a little bit before COVID happened. And I had no idea that it would end up doing everything it did. We ended up being able to partner with Susan G. Komen. And thanks to, people having a little bit of extra time on their hands because of the lockdown, we actually got Dolly Parton on the song. We got Jordan Sparks, Sarah Evans, Monica, who's a huge R&B singer, and Rita Wilson. They all came on the song, and it was all in support of breast cancer awareness. So it was a really, really cool moment. I actually got to end up making my Opry debut with the song alongside Rita Wilson and Victoria Shaw. And that was just, that's such a big thing for a country artist, like something you dream of forever. And for it to be, a moment that was so much bigger than myself. It was for something so much more important than just me and my music. It really, really meant the world. It'll be something I'll never forget. But you can go check out the song. It's everywhere. It's called Pink. And a lot of the money goes to help Susan G. Komen and to help support breast cancer awareness, to hopefully, one day pink will just be another color and it won't have to represent ribbons or breast cancer or anything. So please go check out that song. Check out the video. It has all the artists, even Dolly Parton is in it. And it's something I'm really proud of. And I'm super excited for the rest of my career, but I think it's going to be something that's going to be really hard to top.
Hey, that's a pretty amazing early highlight to happen so quick.
Absolutely. It was, people have asked me before, they're like, was Dolly one of your dream cuts or something like that? And I'm like, I don't think you even think that's possible. Like, she's not a dream one because you think that would never, ever happen. So the fact that it did, the fact that it was, one of my first cuts, it was amazing on so many levels. But the biggest thing was, the song truly saved lives. The biggest thing that Susan G. Komen was pushing during that time was early detection and getting tested early, because that is the way to truly save lives. So it's been really cool to see the response it got. It's been really cool to see how many women have gone and gotten tested because of it. And again, it's just such a bigger thing than me or even the co-writers. It was just such a beautiful, magical thing, and that I'm so honored to be a part of.
Yeah. It's such an inspirational song for
Thank you.
Anybody going through anything like that out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anybody out there watching this, if you're in that situation, even if you're not in that situation, just go stream that song and watch the music video.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, Erin, thank you so much for joining me.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This has been fun.
Everybody out there watching this, make sure to go stream Erin's new single, Just Drive. Go watch the music video. Follow her on Instagram, TikTok, and the rest of her social media platforms. And till next time, thank you again.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.